It's week 6 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Commanders' versatile running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys on Thursday night primetime.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. Got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He's coming off a really nice performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. All week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That one intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive. Do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. It's his second touchdown of the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. He's been solid here in the early part of the season, up amongst the NFL's leaders in passing yardage. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there. And a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Prescott. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the Commanders are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of over.
And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Daniels now on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Washington.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
He's going to keep it himself. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Catch made there by Watson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give up the middle, and it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. To throw is Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. Yeah! And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Taking off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Washington. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Here's 2nd and 9. Dak to throw. A throw on the move is caught.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Up the middle they go. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be met, knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. That's fielded at about the 18. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much. Second and long coming up. Throwing is Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the gun, here's a handoff. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Second down and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. To the air again is Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 15. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Prescott now. He'll try and get there on the ground. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's 3rd and 1, and here's Prescott. That's going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Washington. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders keep rolling right along. 38-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now a return coming from the 14. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. A throw on the run is complete. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia, a big one for the Eagles, as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return is Trey Palmer. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On first down, Daniels. Off he goes. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's into traffic, but taken in. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And that one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Back near his goal line, Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Pistol now for Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Daniels going to keep this himself. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Daniels to throw on second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On first and 10, here's Daniels. To the right side here, pass is caught.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball?
And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Second down, Prescott. Now he'll run. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Now Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Punt team out, ready to send this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the fifth time here tonight. Returnable from the 17. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. The motion man here is McLaurin. On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Commanders first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Washington.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On second down, it's Dak. Quick throw here is complete. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Dak to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On second down, it's Daniels. He keeps it himself. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Throwing is Daniels. That's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7. Second and goal. They'll throw with Daniels. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And a short pickup to about the 30.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's caught by Lamb. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Prescott again. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They bring their tight end right. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now a give on the ground. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Washington.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
On 1st down, Daniels. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his...
He is in. Touchdown, Washington. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. That's down the field for Lamb. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 1st down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2nd and 7. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
We'll go with a drop play here on 2nd down. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3rd down and 9. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.